Hello aspirants, let's discuss the current affairs of 8th February 2023. We have covered all the topics from newspapers and magazines including The Hindu, Indian Express, Down to Earth, PIB and others to save your time so that after watching this video, you don't need to go anywhere else. In this video, we will be covering the following 7 topics. Existing income limit for OBCs, quasi-crystals, water white label ATMs, primary agricultural credit societies, CAR T-cell therapy for treatment of cancer, BARD, Google's answer to ChatGPT, Dickinsonia. We will discuss why these topics made headlines in this video. So, let's get started. Our first topic is existing income limit for OBCs. Giving you the context, the non-creamy layer, NCL, is a term used to describe members of the other backward classes, OBCs, who are eligible for reservation benefits in government jobs and higher education institutions. The NCL limit, which is based on the recommendation of the Mandal Commission and the Supreme Court's Indira Sane case, is currently set at an annual income of 8 lakh rupees for those not in government and is based on the rank of the parents for those in government. The creamy layer concept was established to exclude the more privileged members of OBC communities from reservation benefits. The definition of creamy layer remains unchanged since 1993, although the income limit has been revised several times over the years. There is no current proposal to revise the income limit, as per the Centre. Now our second topic is quasi-crystals. The reason it was a headline was that recently, a new discovery has been made regarding the presence of a third natural source of quasi-crystals. Quasi-crystals are a type of material that falls between the randomness of amorphous solids and the order of regular crystals. They are formed by the arrangement of atoms in a pattern that repeats itself at irregular yet predictable intervals. The discovery of quasi-crystals was made in the laboratory by Dan Schechtman in 1982. The first natural quasi-crystal was found in a fragment of the Kayaka meteorite, and the second was discovered in the remains of the Trinity test of the Manhattan Project. Recently, silicate glass with a rare dodecagonal quasi-crystal pattern was found in the Sandhills Dunes in northern Nebraska. Quasi-crystals have several practical applications, including surgical instruments, LED lights, and non-stick frying pans. They are also good insulators due to their poor heat conductivity. Coming to our third topic, water white label ATMs. Reason for this headline was, the Reserve Bank of India has allowed Vakrangi to continue setting up and operating white label ATMs in India. White label ATMs are owned and run by non-bank entities and allow customers to make banking transactions regardless of their bank. They work with banking networks to provide services like withdrawing funds, paying bills, and depositing cash. They charge fees to the card-issuing bank for this service. The inclusion of white label ATMs was introduced for expanding India's ATM network, especially in rural and semi-urban areas, and promoting financial inclusion. Some examples of companies operating white label ATMs in India are Indicash, Tata Communications Payment Solutions, and Vakrangi Limited. The benefits of white label ATMs include 24/7 access, low costs for banks, and financial inclusion in rural areas. However, there are limitations such as the issue of unsuccessful transactions, customer cost, and financial viability. Now moving towards our fourth topic, primary agricultural credit societies. It was in the headlines because the recent budget has set aside INR 516 crore for the computerization of 63,000 primary agricultural credit societies, PACs, over the next 5 years. PACs are village-level cooperative credit societies that serve as the last link in a 3-tier cooperative credit structure, with farmers as members and elected office bearers. They deal directly with farmers and provide short-term crop loans to finance farmers' needs at the start of the cropping cycle. The loans are extended by banks at 7% interest, with 3% subsidized by the central government and 2% by the state government, effectively making the interest rate 2% for farmers. Now, fifth topic is CAR T-cell therapy for treatment of cancer. A scientific achievement was in headlines because the new CAR T-cell immunotherapy offers hope for ovarian cancer patients over other treatments. CAR T-cells are a type of cancer treatment that use a patient's own cells, modified in a lab to attack tumors. The cells are infused back into the patient's bloodstream and directly activate the immune system against cancer. This type of therapy has been approved for leukemias and lymphomas. Its widespread use has been limited due to the complexity of preparing CAR T-cells and the high cost of treatment. Conventional cancer therapies include surgery, radiotherapy, and systemic therapy. The cost of CAR T-cell therapy in India is a concern, as critics argue it will be unaffordable to most Indians, but having access to a global standard of care is every patient's right. Coming to sixth topic, Bard, Google's answer to ChatGPT. Recently, Google has developed Bard, an AI chatbot based on its Lambda language model for dialogue applications. Bard will draw information from the web to provide in-depth responses to questions, just like ChatGPT. However, it will require less computing power, allowing for more users to access the service. Bard's release comes as Microsoft prepares to announce the integration of ChatGPT into its Bing search engine. While ChatGPT has impressed with its ability to respond to complex queries, its biggest shortcoming is its inability to access real-time information from the web. It is currently unclear whether Bard is better than ChatGPT, as Google is still seeking feedback and has not made clear the extent of its knowledge. Our last topic is Dickinsonia. This was a newsworthy headline because a fossil that was discovered near Bhopal 2 years ago and believed to be of the extinct Dickinsonia has turned out to be the imprint of a decayed beehive. Dickinsonia is a genus of a basal animal that existed during the late Ediacaran period on ocean floors around present-day Australia, Russia, and Ukraine. It is characterized by a bilaterally symmetrical ribbed oval shape. The exact classification of Dickinsonia remains unknown, but it has been suggested that it may belong to stem group bilaterian, fungi, or even an extinct kingdom. The discovery of cholesterol molecules in Dickinsonia fossils supports the theory that it was an animal. It is considered to be a crucial link between early, simple organisms and the explosion of life in the Cambrian period, which took place approximately 541 million years ago. The Ediacaran period consisted of tubular and frond-shaped organisms and occurred about 20 million years before the emergence of modern animal life, known as the Cambrian explosion. For more details, you can find these current affairs in the document format in the Current Affairs course on EduRev. The link of the course has been provided in the description below. Also, you can subscribe for EduRev Infinity package to get access to 100 plus courses for your exam preparation at the most affordable price. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to get regular notifications of current affairs and other important news. Thank you.